Okay, class. So let's do the check your understanding. A graph of y equals f of x is shown. So this is a graph of the function. You don't actually have an expression for the function, an equation, if you will. You just have a graph that represents it. It says find f of -2, or, in other words, f evaluated at -2. So what we need to do is along the x, which is the input, we go to -2 and we go up and we see that the output is +2. So what that tells you is that this function equals 2. Again, we go to -2 and we go up and we see that the output is at y equals 2. Then it says find f evaluated at 1. So we go over here, we look for 1, we go up, and we see the output is equal to 3. Then it says if f of a equals 6, find the value of a. So we go up here, here's the output equal to 6. I'm just making it long, then I'm going to scoot it over. So I'm just looking and I see that at y equals 6, the graph is at an input value of 6. So a equals 6. In other words, f evaluated at 6 is equal, I'm sorry, I said 6, didn't I? And it's not 6, I'm off. It's 5. It's down here, because that's where they cross. It'd be good if you get the right point. So a equals 5. And thus, f evaluated at 5 is equal to 6, or we could just give the order pair of 5, 6. Okay. Then it says on question number 2, let n evaluate at t, n of t, that's this notation, represent the number of people in line at a barbecue food truck. T, hours after the food truck opens. You gotta get all this context. Interpret each of the following statements in context. So the first one is n of 1 equals 11. What this means is the number of people, in context of this problem, this literally means the number of people in line, because that's what it says, in line, yep, in line, 1 hour after it opens, there are, what does it say? N of t is 11. There are 11 people in line. A lot of words to describe this. That's what's contained in that simple notation. Okay. So for B, if n of 0 equals n of 3, that means the number of people in line when the truck opens equals the number of people in line at 3 hours after it opens, at 3 hours after opening. Sorry, I had to go into the other side. Okay, C, n of 4 is greater than n of 6. That means the people in line at 4 hours is greater than, I'm going to cut down on how much I write because it's taking up too much space. So the number of people in line, 4 hours, at 4 hours, at 4 hours, I should say at 4 hours. I'm just going to say at 4 hours. Is greater than the number at 6 hours. Okay? Then N of R equals 34. Okay? What does that mean? I'm going to erase this because you already got it down in the previous part of the video. Okay, so this is going to be after the truck has been open. Has been open for R hours. There are 34 people in line. All right, lots of words. That's what's conveyed in this notation. That's why we use this notation a lot of times, because it conveys a lot of information. So physicians have discovered that there is a pattern or rule that can determine the braking distance based on the car's speed. Take the car's speed, here's the description, square it, and then divide the result by 21. Use this rule to predict the braking distance of a car traveling 90 miles per hour. Well, the braking distance, I call it BD, I guess, for braking distance, equals, it says, take the car's speed of 90, square it, and then divide it by 21. So if you use your calculadora, you take the car's speed, and I just forgot it, I always do, 90, square it, and then divide by 21. So close, because that's, so you take the square speed, 90, square it, and then divide by 21. It comes out to be 385.71 feet. So this is about 300, and I just forgot it because it's early in the morning for me, 385.71. Okay, 385.71, that's the 2 decimal places, feet. Write an equation for f of s that represents the car's braking distance when driving at a speed of s miles per hour. F of s. Well, now we just look at what we did up here, and we saw we took the speed s, and we squared it, then we divided it by 21. You just rewrite it and don't put 90 in for the speed. And there you go. Now, something I forgot to do on the first half is go back and kind of put in some little pieces of wisdom, if you will. So, for example, this right here, this relationship is a function. Okay, that is f of speed equals distance. Okay, speed, the f is the function name, so this is just the function name. supposed to be an A, name. Speed is the input, and distance is the output. Okay? So, for example, for number 3, you could write this as f of 73 equals 254. Okay, for number 3. Or you could have said f of 40 equals, what was it? F of 40 was 75. All right. Over here, so the ordered pair 73. Okay, so I did that. I'm sorry, I'm just a little confused. Okay, then this would have been, for number 4, it would have been f of 73, sorry, golly. You know what, I'm gonna end because this is not that important. All right, and so just notice the notation. That's all I wanted you to do, and that's the end of this. You have a good day.